February means Pokemon Day, and we are just a few weeks away from an inevitable Pokemon Direct. We're gonna break down some rumors, some leaks, some news, and everything else in between in this video. Let's jump into it. Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I bring you guys a brand new video today, and today we are diving into a ton of stuff regarding the Pokemon 25th anniversary and beyond. For those who don't know, February means Pokemon Day on February 27th. We're just a few weeks away from that. So you guys need to make sure you subscribe to our channel right here. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now so you don't miss our amazing Pokemon content as I upload Pokemon videos every single day. And this is the place to be for the 25th anniversary from TCG, video games, and everything in between. I got you covered. We're gonna break down a bunch of different information today, including some leaks and rumors and a bunch of stuff. So let's not waste any time. Let's just dive right in. Oh yeah, if you enjoy the video, be sure to like the video down below. And let me know in the comments section below what you're most excited about for Pokemon 25. All right, so when we kind of jump into things, we've got Central Pokemon leaks here. This is kind of the first part. And basically a lot of people are still really on the SINNOH train, believing we are gonna be going to SINNOH this year. I am also on the SINNOH train, believing that we're gonna get Dominant Pearl Remakes this year or some sort of sequel in SINNOH, whatever it may be. But Centro covering out some of these different rumors and leaks, basically saying, hey, listen, SINNOH was never intended for 2020. It was never delayed. Anyone who says that is most certainly making things up. It's almost impossible to assume that the plan for Pokemon was not to do DLCs, right? Like, they definitely had the DLCs in mind from before Sword and Shield's launch. So don't follow any shenanigans saying that SINNOH was supposed to come out last year. The DLCs were planned this whole time. There's also another point here that Centro makes is a big misconception regarding the engines that these games are played on. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and Sword and Shield are on the same engine. They just have different configurations, different art styles and things like that, but they're still on the same kind of engine that's created for the Nintendo Switch, and the next game, regardless of what it's gonna be, is most likely gonna follow that same pattern. So don't fall into the traps again of these, oh, it's gonna be Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee engine, it's gonna be Sword and Shield engine. It's gonna be the same thing regardless, but the stylization of the game could very much so be different, as obviously the art style in Let's Go is much different than it is in Sword and Shield. I'm more so anticipating something closer to the lines of Sword and Shield for the next main series game. Centra goes on to state that X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire use the same engine, Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon use the same engine, LGPE, Sword and Shield, and whatever's next, all on the same platform. I'm gonna jump back into the main series stuff here in a little bit. I wanna talk a little bit about Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite is the brand new mobile game coming out from Tencent later this year. We don't know when it's coming out, but I will bet money on the fact that it is gonna come out on Pokemon Day as a shadow drop. So keep your eyes out, keep your ears out. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be prepared to handle Pokemon Unite on Pokemon Day. So that is my plan. We got a couple more leaked skins for those who've been following. Venusaur's got this kind of like sun skin, like he's out going for the beach. He's got his little goggles on. Looks like he's got a little Hawaiian shirt action. And we see a new Pikachu skin as well. And we know that that's gonna be a primary way that Pokemon Unite kind of makes money, is selling skins for the various Pokemon. I'm gonna continue to cover Pokemon Unite in the channel. We're gonna give it a fair shot when it officially drops, but I don't really know what to expect just yet. We've seen some gameplay, seems interesting. We'll have to see what happens when we actually get our hands on the game. Furthermore, Games Radar has reported on the fact that there's actually 2 new trademarks for the Pokemon franchise. One of them is Pokemon Wonder, and the other is Fusion Arts. Now, to clear some of that up, Pokemon Wonder trademark actually covers food, drinks, education, food, and accommodation. So they say don't look too hard into that for potential video game stuff. However, the Pokemon Fusion Arts trademark falls under games, toys, and playthings, where the TCG also falls under. So we know that we've got a couple interesting things coming out for the TCG, with Shining Fates coming out this month. Very excited about Shining Fates, as well as Battle Styles coming out next month, which is gonna have the Rapid and the Strike Form Battle Styles. So we're gonna see different things there. Fusion Arts, most likely at this point, if we're to take a guess, is gonna have to do something to do with the TCG, but we'll see what happens. Just know that those 2 new trademarks were followed, and hopefully we'll find out more information in the near future. Now, this is something in particular that I'm very interested about, and that is a potential Generation 9 teaser. Now, again, I want to emphasize that I do not anticipate to see Generation 9 this year, but I think next year it's a very, very big possibility, and this teaser talks about the different hints that Pokemon has left in the game. There is a precedent in the past that Pokemon has hinted various games, one of which is the Strange Souvenir, which was a hint towards Alola Generation 7. In Generation 6, you find the strange souvenir. It was actually found in Kalos, and then ultimately was a hint kind of towards the Alola region. Now there are people who are noticing this different globe that's actually in the player's house, and it seems to be actually located on Australia. A lot of people are speculating that that could mean that the Generation 9 games actually take place in the Australia, much like some of the other Pokemon games have taken place in various real-life locations. Like the first few generations were based in Japan, and then the Unova region was actually based off of New York. Obviously, Kalos was based off of France, and then we saw Alola based off of Hawaii, and then of course we already know about the Galar region being based in the United Kingdom. So now we look at what could potentially be Generation 9, and I want you guys to remember this video, because if it ends up being Australia, well, it seems as though this prediction was correct. So again, just a rumor at this point. I wouldn't gain too much traction on anything Gen 9 related just yet, but something to keep in mind in the back of our heads as we move through the rest of this year and then headed towards next year's hype season. Will we see that Australian region? That could be pretty dope. So we've covered a bunch of news, we've covered some new trademarks and some rumors and everything in between, and now I'm actually gonna dive into this rumor right here, and this is a rumor, right? So we're gonna take this with a grain of salt. I don't want anyone to get too carried away that this is gonna be confirmed, but this is a post that was posted on an anonymous message board, and it says, "Hi, I'm just someone who has some inside information about Diamond and Pearl remakes." All right, well, let's hear it. They say they run on the same engine as Sword and Shield, and yes, Mega Evolutions are returning as well as Dynamax and Gigantamax. Very interesting. I think that's one of the big debates right now is, will we see Megas, will we see Dynamax, will we see them both? If I had to guess, I would say it's going to be one or the other. I want to say Megas are coming back, but that's my own personal bias there. These games will be compatible with Sword and Shield, allowing more Pokemon that weren't in Sword and Shield to be patched in. Oh, and Mega Evolutions are going to be added to Sword and Shield this summer. That's not that unheard of. This is the first time I'm really seeing something like this, and they could add a patch into Sword and Shield to throw Megas in the game. Like, that is a real possibility. I don't necessarily think they will, but you never know. The rest of the Pokemon in this game, as well as some brand new evolutions I'll be talking about. First off, we have Drasparce, the new evolution of Dunsparce, who is a dragon and normal type. A new evolution of Jinx, though I forgot the name. Lastly, the new evolution of Cantonian Farfetch, who is based off of the Farfetch'd evolution from the Gold and Silver Space World demo, which, for those who don't know, there was actually an evolution of Farfetch way back in one of the Gold and Silver demos from back in like the 90s, and it's a funny looking duck. We'll have it right here. I think it was actually named Madame or Madame or something like that. Either way, this is saying that Farfetch is going to get a new evolution, not the Galarian Surfetch, but actually a new evolution for the different regions. It says the post-game will not only have the Battle Frontier, but actually a plot focusing on Giratina and Arceus, similar to the Delta episode from ORAS. That's believable. There will be a new Gigantamax forms for the SINNOH starters and Mega Evolutions for various Pokemon like Flygon, Togekiss, Magmortar, Electivire, Staraptor, Luxray, and so on. I guess this is where I get a little hung up, because I have a hard time believing that they're going to introduce new Megas and new Gigantamax forms. They're going to probably pick one of the two, but I guess if they introduce Megas back into Sword and Shield, anything's possible. So we'll take it with a grain of salt. Some characters get redesigns. It says actually that there's challenge modes from Black 2, White 2 come back. Those who don't know, back in Black 2, White 2, there were challenge modes, but they were very poorly implemented. You could only access them after you beat the game. It was a headache, and they weren't even all that challenging. So I would love to see some sort of a challenge mode added to Pokemon, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Then it talks about the characters again. Lucas has a new hat, a puffy jacket, and more hair, kind of like Brendan's transition from Emerald to ORAS. Dawn's doesn't change much, except she has a jacket, but she wears the same clothes that she wore in Diamond and Pearl. The Team Galactic Grunts have been changed to have different hairstyles with hair color, and the female Grunts were a little bit more noticeable in that design. Mars looks the same, but has glasses. Saturn gets the matte treatment. I don't know who that is. Jupiter gets the Courtney treatment. Cyrus still looks the same with gloves added, and Cynthia gets the Steven treatment. So I guess maybe they just kind of get an updated design. None of the gym leaders and E4 members have their designs changed, just some minor changes to fit the more modern setting. This is a pretty interesting rumor here. I'm not going to hold too much weight to it, but this concept of potentially getting Megas and Dynamax in the same game seems a bit far-fetched for me, but I don't know. Anything's possible at this point. So over the coming weeks, it's almost certain we're going to get more news, information, and rumors to cover here on the channel. So make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss the content we're going to be covering right here. As soon as stuff drops, I will have your back. You can also check me out on other platforms like Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I'm pretty much everywhere, including my brand new VOD channel where I upload my live streams there after the fact, so you can go catch my live stream content. And I've even got a shorts channel. All of those links will be in the description below, so you can check me out on all these different platforms and show the love there. Thank you so much for watching this one. Let me know your thoughts on the Pokemon 25th anniversary and what you are most looking forward to. And I can't wait to cover more news as it comes out. Thanks for watching. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. If you guys enjoyed this video, you should check out this one right here. It's pretty awesome. Otherwise, this video is really awesome too. Check out one of these two videos, make sure you're subscribed, and have an awesome day.